better than stuffed artichokes.
I don't think there is.
No,
Is there?
no, there isn't.
I
Honestly,
don't
there
think
isn't.
there is.
Except
Yeah, there
maybe
isn't.
our book and the
Yes.
Stephanie Miller show.
Can we just talk about that for a minute?
Woo! It's super exciting.
What a fun night. Oh my God. That was just incredible.
Yeah. Okay. And here's my book.
Yay. We wrote a cookbook. Did we do that?
We did. We made this. We made this.
It's our baby. It's
I
our baby.
know. Hey,
Yay.
Stephanie knew who I was. It was so cool.
Okay, so if you saw my reel that I had on the story, I captured the entire moment of Debriana seeing Stephanie Miller seeing her, the astonishment face, the hug, the "it's really you" recognition, and then the "yay!" And she was so nice to us and so gracious.
She
It was
was.
really sweet.
Everybody was. They're
Everybody
an
was.
incredible group of people. An incredible group. And seriously funny.
My face was hurting from laughter. Like,
It's the
everybody
best.
who's watching, if you get a chance,
If they're
because they're
coming through your
coming
town, and they're going to a lot of towns this
a
year.
lot of cities. It's the Sexy Liberal Tour, Save the World Tour. It is fantastic. Oh my God, you just feel so, like, validated and good, finally, and
Yeah.
you laugh so hard. Oh my God.
Hi, Kelly. Yeah. Oh,
So,
Kelly
anyway,
loved the reels. She loved it.
oh, thanks. Well, and then we got to meet, like, of course, the one and only Frangela and Hal Sparks
Angela.
were in the cookbook, and
Yeah,
they were, like, butt-gustingly funny, okay?
really. Just
Bust a
incredible.
gut.
Yeah,
And
bust a
then
gut. Totally bust a
and
gut.
and then, John Fugelsang was just brilliant with what he had to say. Stephanie
Yeah.
was hilarious.
His his knowledge of the Bible is unlike anybody's.
My God, and he just takes people down. It's so satisfying.
I
That
know.
rant
Well,
at the
how are you
end,
going to
oh my
compete with
God.
a guy whose mother was a nun and dad was a priest?
And there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it's true though. It's just everything, like, you feel it was this ultimate validation of, okay, you're not crazy. All of
Mhm.
this absurdity is real. You're
Yeah.
not nuts. You're not nuts to think it's weird, you
Yeah.
know?
And we have to get to work because of ruh-roh.
It was very energizing. And also just to be in a live audience of, like, this
Oh,
blue wave of people all just pulling for
mhm.
truth and justice. It was
Yep. And
fantastic. I
meeting
highly
people we had
recommend
never
it.
met before, just knew online. It was super fun.
Highly recommend it. It was
Highly
great time.
recommend it. Go see it.
And we had fun. We were with our CK super fan Sean Burrich and JD Garfield, our soul
Yep.
sister. And we just were having the best
We
time.
had the
We all
best time.
needed it.
It was great. And
We
we'd
all
never
needed
been
it.
to that place, Revel Entertainment
I
in
I
Albuquerque.
know. Yeah, I've
It was
never
it was
been.
great. We had a great time.
Yeah,
So
it was really good.
highly recommend it because everyone should have a great time. We need it.
You will get energized. You'll get super energized and you'll laugh your head off.
Yeah. And okay, so I sent out of the box today to Bob Seska. And I just have
Yay.
to say thank you, Bob.
Official gigantic thank you, Bob, for, oh my
Big
God.
giant heart.
Bob
His
has
podcast, he's reading our recipes out loud in these freaking hilarious cartoon voices. I gotta
It
say,
is so funny what they're
it's so
doing,
funny.
and he's done it for like 10 days. I mean,
Yeah. No, it's weeks.
what?
He does it at once a week on the Thursday show with David Ferguson, our other buddy who's in the cookbook, and Jody Hamilton. And they are so funny. If you do not subscribe to his podcast, you must. Funny, smart, just the best.
Bob is excellent, and he has such a good heart, and his partner Kimberly is wonderful, and they've supported us so much, and we just want to say once again, just gigantic thank you. Thank you so
Yes. And
much
our
for
Tuesday
supporting us.
buddy, who's on with him on Tuesdays, Buzz Burbank or Michael
Yes,
J. Elston, he's on Tuesdays and he's just the best.
yes.
You don't get better than these people. Thank you, Stephanie.
No, and all of them are connected to our book in some way, and it's really
Mhm.
wonderful full circle, isn't it?
Yep. Big, big time.
Yeah.
And so we've been having intense days, but at the end of the day, there's nothing better than a stuffed artichoke.
Ain't that the truth? That's so true.
I
Well, I
know.
can't wait to see what you're gonna do because you said you mentioned some amazing ingredients for this, so I can't wait to
Yeah.
see that.
Well, the first thing, you know me, I save everything because you'd think I was born during the Depression. I always save the ends of the bread. Or like if you have that one slice and it's just not fresh anymore, I throw it in the freezer and then I make my own breadcrumbs because of course
Of
I
course you do. Of course you do. No, but this fresh breadcrumbs are great. They
they're the
really make a
best. Yeah.
difference.
But if
Yeah.
you don't, if you're not crazy like moi, you can get panko, panko breadcrumbs. I actually like the ones at Trader Joe's. They're good. But then I know exactly what this bread is. And
Oh,
this is sourdough, and I think I had a piece of rye in there. I don't know. It's a mix.
so what did you do to make them? You just took it out of the
I
freezer and
took
did you
it out of the
toast
freezer and I
it or
turned the oven on 200 and then turned it
okay,
off and put the bread in there so that it got dried out basically.
right.
So I made it more stale than it was.
And then did you just like put it in the Cuisinart or what did you do with it?
Yeah, then I throw it in a blender and just blend it up.
Okay. Okay.
If I want to, when I make meatballs, though, I don't do it that way. I just
Okay.
tear the bread. I don't toast it.
Ah,
But
that's
for
right.
this, I toasted it.
Well, the
Like
tear
not
the bread
actually
is
toasted it, just dried it out to a crumb.
I can't believe you're giving away one of the meatball secrets right now.
Yeah, I use stale bread because
Okay.
meatballs is probably something in every culture. It's how you stretch food if you're poor, and what you do, you keep leftovers. You just keep stuff. You don't throw it out. You just reuse
Right.
it, rethink it
Right.
into something else. So there you go. So I have
Okay.
now. This was challenging for me because I just riff. I don't actually measure stuff. So this is 1.5 cups. I did measure it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
tried to measure everything so I wouldn't be like leading you guys astray into the wilds of
Turns
artichoke land.
turns out if you write a cookbook, you have to measure, so, you
Yeah,
know.
I thought, oh God, what if they're in the next cookbook and then I have to go back and do this again?
Exactly.
Ah, so I have in a pot, like a deep pot like this
Uh-huh.
is what I cook my pasta in.
Okay.
I have a little bit of chicken stock at the bottom, and I'm going to add a half a lemon. I'm going to juice it in there, and this is the cheaty way with no lemon squeezy. A knife.
Uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh,
just
folks,
do it
she's
this
taking
way.
a knife to the lemon in
I
the
just
palm of her
twist it
hand.
in there, and then I'm gonna.
Ah!
Yeah, I know. Here we go. And then I just cut it into slices and
Uh-huh.
then throw that in the bottom,
Okay.
in that stock. I
Okay.
have a giant bay leaf. I'm going to
Okay.
throw that in there. A couple of peppercorns. I'm going to put, I don't know, like 10 or something in there.
Okay.
Peppercorns. Yeah. And then I'm going to top it off with a little bit of white wine, like probably half a cup or something. All you really want in the bottom is I have one of these things and I put that
Yes.
in the bottom just to keep, and
Right.
I put the water or whatever liquid. I mean, honestly, you could just use water and a lemon if you
Yeah.
wanted, but
Yeah.
I don't. I like to use chicken stock. And then the liquid comes up to the bottom of that. I guess it's a holder, like a grid. It's
I mean, you
that
are steaming the artichokes to
I
cook
am.
them. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to put that to the side and let that heat up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take, now, if I was just going to do sausage, plain old sausage, I'd use two, but I have from my butcher box. These are sweet
Special
Italian sausages.
sausage. Special sausage.
Yeah, I love it. I'm only going to use one tonight because I am going to add a can of clams.
Ooh.
So I have sausage and clams. So what I'm going to do is
Wow.
pull the casing off of this
Okay.
sausage,
Okay.
and I'm going to fry just the insides up, saute those, and then I'm going to add that to the breadcrumbs. But I just want to be able to get the ground sausage, not, I don't want to
Okay.
cut it into slices.
So do you put that in the blender?
What? The
The
sausage?
sausage? Yeah.
No, I'm putting it in a frying pan.
No, but you're frying it, but then you're
But then
gonna
I'm
put
gonna
it.
chop it up because without the casing on it,
Okay.
you can
Okay.
mush it.
So you just
Yeah,
chop it. You chop it
yeah,
after.
you
Okay.
just chop it and add that into the breadcrumbs.
Got it.
So
Okay.
to the breadcrumbs, I'm gonna let that cook. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of herb de Provence. This is not the actual ingredient. This is the herb de Provence that I made from my own garden last year.
And
So
Debriana, pray tell us, what is in your herbs de Provence?
oh, would you like to know? A little
I'd
bit
like to know.
of lavender,
Mhm.
thyme, sage, rosemary. I don't put oregano in mine, although you can.
Mhm.
It's mostly that, I think.
Okay.
I like to put a few dried nasturtium leaves in there because that has like a little peppery taste.
Nice.
And I think that's it.
So see, everybody, you can make your own herbs de Provence
Yeah,
or herbs de
I
Santa
dry out
Fe.
my herbs and then grind them up. And you will be shocked at the difference in the way it smells compared to the spice that you buy at the store, because the spice that you buy at the store is probably old. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and it's been sitting on like a large tanker
Yeah.
coming over to America.
Yeah, right? Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to cook the sausage. It's starting to sizzle. I'm also going to add, because that is sweet sausage, I'm going to add a teaspoon of these Trader Joe's Hatch green chili. You can add red
Okay.
pepper flakes if that's what you have, if you want it
Okay.
spicy. But you know us, we have to have the chili. The chili
What
thing.
was the name of the thing we did yesterday? It was called Small Batch Radio or something like that?
Oh, small bite. That was
Small Bites.
fun.
We did a podcast yesterday with the Small Bites out of Philadelphia, and it was so fun. We had a
It
great
was super
conversation.
fun. We love
Yeah,
those guys. Ow.
they were great. They were great, and they asked us
Yep.
things about the spice using the chilies of the area,
Yep.
and we were like, "We put chilies in everything."
I know. They're like, what do you do that's from your area? We're like, chilies and
We're like,
everything.
chili, all the different kinds of chilies. There's so many.
So I'm going to add about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons, maybe a little more of ghee to my sausage,
Okay.
because I do
Okay.
want to add some oil to the breadcrumbs. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna cook it in there.
Are you gonna
Why not?
show us what you're doing?
Huh?
Can we see what you're doing?
Sure. Here, I don't have a cameraman. I don't know where he is.
All right, where'd the cameraman go? We just want
Okay.
to see it. We want to. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Whoa. I'm not good at this.
There.
There.
There he is. Are you sleeping on
Whoa.
the job? Are you
Yeah,
sleeping on the
sleeping
job?
on the job. And then here's the bowl. You can look over there. I added
Okay.
about 2 hefty tablespoons of chopped parsley in there.
Okay.
And
Yum.
there.
Did you put salt in there?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because I'm going to add the clams. And the clams
Okay.
are salty. So I'll
Okay.
taste it. And also cheese. So
Okay.
I'm going to taste it before I add my egg
Okay.
to it. All right. So the other thing I like to do, which is also a secret for my meatballs, is I like to take the onion. This is like a very small onion. I don't like chunks of onion. So I'm going to put it in the blender with 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to squish it up so that it's like almost liquidy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that way you get the onion, but you're not having, whoops. Oh, what are you doing? Why? Oh, I see. I have to do that. That way you don't get
Okay.
chunks of onion.
Okay, this is new. This is a great tip.
I love doing that.
Where did you learn that?
I think on the Food Network.
Really?
I think somebody did it on the Food Network.
Okay.
It might have been Jeffrey.
Okay.
So they're like they're really soft. It's really soft.
Ah, okay.
So, and I like to get all the little pieces in here, make sure that there's no chunks.
That's really gonna meld into your mixture.
Yeah. I'm gonna let it go one more time. And then actually I did about a cup of chopped mushrooms, which was like I had these giant creminis. It was only like 2. They were so huge. But I will show you in just a second. Come on. This thing is very sensitive. My blender. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Here. So I'll show you this. I did these into tiny cubes.
Okay.
The mushrooms, and I'm going to put those in there.
Okay. So that's all in the topping.
It's all in the stuffing, yeah.
In the stuffing.
In the stuffing, baby. Yup.
Stuffing.
Nice.
It's like, go stuff it, Trump.
That's it. Okay, so here's my sausage. I'm going to put that in here with my melted butter.
Yum.
It's not? You can add a little water to it. Okay. And then this is, there you can see it now.
Yeah. Yum.
And then I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup of cheese to it.
What kind of cheese?
Well, you can use Parm. I have a combination of that and Asiago. And I like that combo. The Asiago is more melty, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, all right, add the onions. That's good.
That's going to be so good. I want that for dinner. I say that every time.
Okay, see how squishy that is? That's like onion juice. Like you could drink it.
Yeah. Okay, I've just never thought of like liquefying it before. That's really that's cool.
I just always hated getting pieces of onion in there in my meatball. Like, it's just not good.
Well, it makes total sense, but I just never thought of liquefying it. I always thought, okay, mincing it or really finely chopping it, but it's better. It's like you go next level.
I just went next level.
You did.
Okay, so there's that. The onions are in there, and then I'm going to add the chopped clams. Now, if I didn't, you could just do clams if you wanted, no sausage, if you're not a meat eater, but I am. So this is chopped.
The combo I never would have thought of, but I bet it's going to be delicious. I bet it's going to be delicious.
Okay, so that's in there now.
Wow, lots of stuffing.
Beautiful.
Yummy.
It's gorgeous. Now I'm just going to taste the breadcrumbs. It's just a touch of salt, not much. Because the clam juice has salt in it. I try to get chopped clams that only have salt and clam juice.
Yeah. So everybody, don't forget to taste your food while you're making it to make sure, especially when you're dealing with salt, like, is there enough? Don't just assume, or is there too
Well,
much?
yeah, and
You
this
know?
has cheese and clams and sausage, so you kind of want to add the salt last.
Yeah, that
You know
makes
what I
sense.
mean? Because you just
Yeah,
don't know how salty this is going to get.
right.
Now I'm just doing a hefty ground pepper in there. You don't have to. You can if you want to. Oh, Elton, hi. Oh, hi, James. Now I'm just seeing you. Ah,
I
hi.
can't see anybody because 'cause I'm on my phone, so
Oh, you
hi.
can't.
No,
He
I
said
can't. I can't.
he said he's cooking probably something inedible, but he's cooking. James is. Did you see David Kelly? He's here. Elton. Hi, Elton Foster. That's awesome. Nice to see you.
Hi, Elton. How's it going?
You never had clams in a stuffed artichoke? You haven't lived. It does sound like a motorbike.
You're only gonna get that here, folks.
Yeah. Okay, so I have the stuffing together. I'm going to add, and I tasted it, so I know I have the right amount of salt, and I'm going to add 1 egg to it.
Ah, the binder.
Yeah, the binder. And then I'm going to just mush that all together. And you really don't need more than 1 egg, because when you put it in the steamer, it does all kind of come together
Okay.
as it cooks. Okay, so now it's kind of, you can see it's like it's holding together if you press it.
Okay.
So that's that to me says it's the right amount of moisture. All right, here comes the challenging part. That would be cutting the artichokes. So the first thing I usually do is cut the stem off. Now, I love the stem. It's not always edible, but you can't know that until you cook it. So what I like to do is cut that off and then trim off the outer edge so that it's just the middle part.
Yep.
So I cut the bottom.
That's what I do too.
And then slice down the sides. And then I'll put that right on the top of the artichoke, because the outside is kind of where all the toughness would be if you have it.
Right.
And that's it. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Now all that is going to go in the compost. All right. So on the artichoke, what I do is just cut the top off, compost. And then these are not that sharp here. So I know a lot of people cut those off, and you can just go like this and cut them all the way around. But if you're lazy and you don't feel like doing it, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't do it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
And then you pull these back, like start at the outer edges and pull back like this. You can hear it.
Ah, whoa.
Like a scuba outfit.
Yeah, you're squeaking.
You're making the flour open up.
Yeah, because that's where you're going to shove all your stuffing.
Look how beautiful that is. That's a beautiful artichoke.
It's such a beautiful artichoke.
It looks like a rose.
Usually what I do when I test them at the store is I press them, and if they're solid all the way through, then it's fresh. Sometimes you press them and they squish, and I don't buy those. Okay. Don't tell the store that. All right, so now I'm going to take about half, because I have 2 artichokes. Take about half of this, and all of that's going in, and I'm just going to push it in.
Stuff
it in. Slide it down the sides. Some people get in there and they clean out the artichoke and they take all the little hair out and everything. I'm like, whatever. I'll get to it when I get to it. When it's cooked, it's a lot easier.
That's right. It's so much easier to take off.
Yeah. So look how big it's getting. Isn't that so
that's
cool?
gigantic. That's huge.
I know. It's so delicious. And that's
a huge artichoke.
Yeah, it is. And you want to push it all in there like that. And that's just about right. You just shove it down all the leaves that you can. Okay. So like that. That one's done.
All right. Stuffed.
Then I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on top, like that. And then
Okay.
I'm going to put the stem on there. And then that'll go in the pan in just a minute. I'm going to do number 2 now.
So you put the stem on top like that?
Yeah.
What
Why?
does that do? What?
It's
I've
gonna
never done
cook.
that. What does that do?
It's going to cook.
So, but why wouldn't you put it to the side? Or
Because I don't want it to. There's not going to be any room left. Trust me.
okay,
That's
okay,
going to be.
okay.
You
So
know,
it's kind of like the stems are this extra added little delicacy that you put
yeah,
just
they
stick in
are.
there. Okay,
I love the stem so much.
yeah, the stems are good.
Yeah, they're really delicious. It's almost like eating the heart.
It's the same kind of flavor.
Yeah, it is. So you can just go around and just with your knife angled a little bit, and just on the edges, the top edges, you can cut off the leaves like that. And then it has those little half moon shapes all around. Because those outer leaves, you're just going to eat the bottom of them anyway.
Right.
So just pull it apart.
Wow.
See, some people pull that metal part out, but maybe they have better knives than I do. You can just get in there. And now I'm going to put all the rest of the stuffing in this second one. Shove it in.
So this was enough stuffing for 2 or more?
About 2, because I make giant ones, as you can see.
Yeah, that looks like a meal for 3.
What?
It's like a meal for 3 people.
This is all we're eating. This is dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and these are really big artichokes. So now they're getting bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm just shoving it in all the little crevices. These will take about an hour to steam on low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's just about right. There's just a tiny bit left.
Do you not like bake or broil the tops, or do you?
No, I don't. You could.
Yeah.
I'll probably be too hungry by the time I want to do this. Okay.
Yeah.
Slide this over. All right. So
this is all
here's
new
my
new
beautiful
territory.
I've been letting that
gosh.
simmer a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put my artichokes in there. And literally 2 are going to fit side by side. That's it.
Wow. Does the cheese melt?
Yeah.
Okay, so you understand this is all new territory for me in the artichoke world. I have always like kept the steaming totally pristine, nothing in there except like salt and lemon. And then I do stuff with a broiler to do what you're doing. I didn't know you could do it in the steamer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I have something to wipe my hands. Okay, so now the stuffing is so good.
Now they eat the stuffing.
Yeah, now it's delicious. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on sort of medium-ish and get it up to a simmer. And I have a top that has a little hole here, so it allows some of the steam to come out. And those are going to steam for about an hour.
Wow.
And then I will probably do something like mix a little mayonnaise with Dijon mustard and a little apple cider vinegar and make a dipping sauce.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
I love it with mayonnaise. I love
Stems are the best. Oh, God, Elton, that sounds good. Wrapped in prosciutto and lightly fried. Oh, you're killing
me.
Yes.
Everybody send in your artichoke recipes, what you like the best. How do you like to make your artichoke?
The God's piece, not to be confused with the cod. Very funny. Yes, they are. Yes. Yeah, these are giant. These are giant artichokes.
They're giant.
And, you could probably feed 4 people with these.
So I'm just curious, how much did one of those artichokes cost?
I don't know, a couple bucks. They weren't expensive. They were on sale.
They weren't expensive? Oh, okay.
No.
But sometimes they're really expensive when they're those giant ones.
Well, they're made more giant because of my stuffing.
Oh, this is true. This is
I
true.
mean, I think they were just regular big globe artichokes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So the other thing I do at the end is well, about halfway through, you want to check and make sure there's enough liquid in there. You might have to add more water. The way you know it's done is if you pull one of the leaves and it comes out easily, then you know it's done. And if there's any liquid left over, I always save it in the freezer in my soup stock stuff and add it
Wow.
to soup stock
Okay.
because yum.
Okay. Okay.
hmm So
Fantastic.
I think that's my story. You should
I
see my
can't wait
kitchen.
to see them. We promised to take a
Look at my
picture.
kitchen.
Oh my God.
It's
Will you take
crazy.
a
It's a crazy mess.
take a
But
picture when they're done? Take a picture when they're done so
I
we can
will. I
see.
will definitely do that. This is my
Yay.
favorite dinner in the summer. I have to tell you. I
Oh
wish I
my
could
God,
grow
that
them.
sounds so good. God,
I wish I could
I'm
grow them.
excited.
Do you grow them, Elton? You probably do because you grow freaking everything.
Yeah, those
But
tomatoes of yours, man.
yeah,
Yum.
they look gorgeous.
Are they red now?
They said they looked red. Okay, so this is boiling. So I'm going to lower the heat so that it's a simmer,
Okay.
and I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes, and I'll check it in 30
Okay.
and see if it needs
Beautiful.
more
Bravo.
water or wine or turning water into wine. Why wouldn't you?
You did it.
Yeah.
Wow, that
So
looks incredible.
everybody, we all know it's election season.
Yes, we do.
And I don't know if you've noticed the crazy critters outside the courthouse. I love New Yorkers. They were yelling at them today. In their red ties, they all looking the same, like it's friggin' Handmaid's Tale. Everyone's wearing a commander suit. It's great. They're crazy.
I wish we were making this up, but
Yeah.
this is the state of things.
Yeah.
And it's absurd.
hmm So we have to do all we can right now, peeps. Oh, they're ripening beautifully. You know, artichokes by friend. Oh God, I wish I could grow them. I tried several times. We just don't have enough moisture. Lock
Yeah.
him up, lock him up. Yes. I hope that's what they're on the verge of doing. Yes, I do. I don't know if you
Wasn't
saw the
it?
trial today, or listened to it, but that lawyer that he had that Michael Cohen didn't trust, they brought him in to testify today, and he was just being an ass to the judge, like trying to stare him down, rolling his eyes, telling him when he had to take something out of the record, and the judge is like, shut up. Everybody leave the courthouse. I have to talk to you. I mean, the guy was a total dick. So, yes. Vote,
Wow.
vote. That's it. That's it. So that is what we can do. We
And you've
can't
got to
kick
do
Alito
it. You've got
out.
to.
What we can do is vote.
Yeah.
So
This
please,
has to be stopped. They must be stopped.
yeah, they must be stopped. They must be stopped. So, yeah. And we are getting close to finishing the edit of my show. And when it's ready, we may do a private screening for our Corona Kitchen members.
Yes, and I'm here to say the Meatball Chronicles is something you don't want to miss.
Thank you. And it will be available eventually. We're almost done. We're like, we can see the finish line after a couple years of editing.
Finally. Yeah,
Here
I
are some
know.
groups you guys can join, because
Yes.
like our IG account and DemCast or Common Cause or Public Citizen. I'm about ready to get some postcards from Vote Forward, and
Nice.
start postcarding, because we need to make sure people are registered and that people check the registration.
And
So
just don't be silent, okay? How many months are we from the election? Talk to your family, talk to your friends, make sure everybody we just got our voting stuff in the mail in our
mhm.
town, and we're all making sure in this household that we're registered. I have 2 people that have to
Mm.
do absentee. Make sure you're ready to go. Don't wait till the last minute. And make sure
Hi,
your friends and
Peggy.
family have done it.
Yes, please talk about Project
Talk
2025.
about stuff.
It is something. We love you too. We love all you guys so much, and we know that we can count on you
Yes.
to talk up not only our book and the Stephanie Miller Show, but to go out and vote and talk to your family.
Yes,
These people are nuts, and they're coming for us.
The other part is don't be afraid to challenge the Gen Z, okay?
Yeah.
I do it on a daily basis because, you know, they have a lot of stuff and they have a lot of gripes right now, and I get it. I completely understand it. I do not discount their voice or their opinions or their, you know, freedom to speak and protest of what is important to them. But at the same time, I want to remind them that abstaining is a vote for Trump.
That's right.
Please do not abstain. And if you
Mhm.
go with Biden, at least Biden's open to communication and fixing things. Trump is just going to blow Gaza off the face of the earth and put up condos. I'm not joking. Okay. So if you care about that kind of stuff, it's a vote for Biden.
Well,
There's
not
no
only
other,
that,
no
but
alternative.
the protest that you are enjoying right now, if he is elected, you will be arrested.
Forget
There
it.
will be no
Yeah, forget
protest.
it. Forget it. Like it's
So
so you know, apples and oranges. It's like there's just such a major difference.
mhm.
There's no middle ground. There's no questioning. There's no question.
There's no messing around. Like Frangela said, open the refrigerator. What's in there? Biden. What's for breakfast? Biden. What's for lunch and dinner? Biden. That's it. Nothing else, people.
They were so funny. I mean, those two, oh my God. And the way they talked about the dryness of the Southwest, I was
Oh,
like
that was
like wheezing from laughing so hard. It was so funny.
I know. And they have a
Anyway,
fabulous podcast too. So if you don't
they
listen to
should.
Frangela, they are
Oh
so
my
freaking
God.
funny. Those girls.
We love them. We love them, and they made chili in our cookbook, and we're so grateful to them for being a part of it.
Chili.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. I will be posting pictures of my artichokes.
I can't wait to see it. Of course, I don't know what I'm making for dinner, as is always the case
Hi, Kim.
on Monday night.
Yay, Kim's here.
Anyways.
We met her in Albuquerque.
Oh, hi.
She came up from Las Cruces. Hi, Kim.
Hi. So nice to see everybody. Thanks for
Yeah.
supporting us and watching. And hey, you know, you need to give a amazing teacher gift that time we ate our feelings. You
That
need to
could be
give an
something for the end
amazing,
of
you
the
know,
year. Yeah.
Father's Day. You know, that time we ate our feelings. There's so
Mhm.
many reasons to give this book.
Yep.
Anyway,
And
available.
if you have a minute, please write a review on Amazon or Goodreads
Yes.
or someplace.
Yes.
that could really help us a
Yeah.
lot too.
And you don't have to buy it on Amazon to write the review. So thank
No,
you
you
so
don't.
much.
Yeah.
Everybody
You
is
don't.
so
Thanks,
sweet.
everybody.
Thank you.
We're so happy to be here with y'all.
And there goes the polka music. Cue the polka music.
Because everybody should polka. Have a great night.
Have a great week.
Yeah. We'll
One day at
see
a time,
you
sweet Jesus. One day at a time.
One day at a time. Bye.